sleeping soundly, like a baby. I didn't know your hands were this soft and warm. Your soft breathings are so adorable. This is the first time I'm seeing you this close, aside from bathing you when you injured your foot. You are mine for today, my sweet little doll. Alright, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. But I'm so excited. You're finally captive under my thumb. Don't worry though, I will not do whatever I please without your consent. Your comfort is my number one priority. Interesting. I think the constant thought of protecting you and giving you the utmost comfort grew into me after being your maid for this long. We are in my room right now, the one you assigned to me. You're tucked in my bed with your head resting on your favorite pillow. If you notice the scent, it's the cologne you use every day. I bought the same bottle and turned it into incense sticks. Seeing the smoke flow up to the pictures of you on my walls makes me calm. And it serves as a reminder of why I'm working so hard to get here. Oh, silly me. You're not able to open your eyes because of the drug I put in your dinner. Don't worry though, it's not that strong. I don't want to harm your perfect body. And apparently the dosage of how much I gave you immobilizes your body, but I actually don't know if you're awake and listening to what I'm saying. Well, if you are actually awake and is able to listen, then let's have a little chat, shall we? Oh, and I hope you don't mind me drawing you again. I've been wanting to draw you in your sleeping state. I'm so excited. I'll start sketching now. Anyways, I think you deserve to know what I've been doing in these 2 years of servicing you. And a little context of how I came to love you this much. You'll be fascinated upon hearing it, since everything leading up to this point is all planned solely by me. Think of it as a secret project for me to be closer to you and to get you to love me back. You probably don't remember, but I was actually a classmate of yours back in high school. We were in the same classes most of the time, but you never acknowledged my existence. It's reasonable though, since I was deemed as the odd one out in the whole class. There was once a student who was called the Mysterious Beauty. I was the one with that label as soon as I stepped into my first class in junior year. I was homeschooled before and didn't know how to talk to people. So I stayed quiet on my desk, reading a book every day. I think that's why they deemed me as a mysterious person. Then rumors started to spread about me. Some thought I was just playing hard to get for attention, and that I'm actually a rich, arrogant, and spoiled child. Some also thought that my good grades were only thanks to the teachers favoring my appearance and body. That perhaps something happens behind the closed office doors. The rumors were, of course, untrue. I cut my hair, wore a mask, and dressed myself in dull clothing to school every day until the rumors died down and eventually people had just forgotten about me. My life was a dread back then. I thought I will be this way for the rest of my life. Friendless and alone. Guess what? This is the part of the story when you came into the picture and changed my life. I was sitting in the art room after school where it was always empty. Drawing had always been my comfort hobby. I actually wanted to be an artist back then. I was sketching a cast of a head until you suddenly opened the door to get the water bottle you left on one of the tables. Out of curiosity, you approached me and asked if it's the flu season, since I was wearing a medical mask at the time. I ignored you, thinking that you were one of those people who try to hit on me and goes around telling people about it after. But then you asked if something was wrong, with that soft voice of yours that I love so much. Tears started to form. I was confused as to the reason why. Perhaps it's because no one had really asked me that question before, and at the time, I felt extremely vulnerable. No one had ever genuinely been concerned about me. I thought you'd be weirded out by me suddenly sobbing and leave, but you grabbed the chair to sit silently beside me and offered me your handkerchief. Just being next to you was so soothing, as if all my weights were lifted off my chest. You waited for me to calm down, and after I stopped blowing my nose, you told me to look up at the sky from the window. It was a beautiful sunset, a gradation of pink and tangerine with a faint hint of blues in between. I thought I'm the luckiest human alive for being able to see something so serene with someone so beautiful like you. It was such a simple encounter, but I treasure every second of it, though it's not enough. I want to be with you. I want to actually be with you at every second. I want to see you at all times since I cannot stop thinking about where you are and what you're doing. Then I realized the feeling that I've been keeping for you is called love. I loved you. I loved you. I loved you so much. My mind goes crazy when I'm not aware of your whereabouts. And I get jealous when I see you getting close to someone. Because I wanted that. The people who you were laughing with, eating with, and sharing a drink with, they should have been me. I wanted that. I wanted to share that special connection with you. I want you. I only want you. So I've made it my mission to claim you as mine, or at least have you within my reach and physical distance after graduation. The most clever idea for the instant fulfillment of my wish, without having to take the time and effort to build a relationship, is to become your maid. I waited for a few more years until you're finally living alone. Leaving you for a little while wasn't much of a pain, since I managed to drive your neighbors out and live in their place instead. You remember, right? A strange flyer from a sketchy company, offering you a list of maids who are in debt to service you in household work, become your personal assistant and bodyguard. In exchange, you give us food and shelter. The contract was as simple as that. Thanks to the beauty I've been blessed when I was born. Of course you chose me. And even though I predicted it, I was just so happy. You wouldn't imagine, though, that I was the one who created the company and started the program. Yes, I did them. I did them all to be where I am today, beside you. Again, I'm thankful to be born gifted and talented. Everyone had told me I could be whatever I want to, but I can't imagine a life without you. Everything would be completely pointless if I didn't have you. Now you get it, right? I did all these things just for you, because I loved you, because I love you this badly. I'm starting to see how it's intoxicating and unhealthy, but I am so happy that I'm here with you. I've been waiting for this long. I'm not going to take all that effort back. I'll keep this act up until you can't resist the urge to hold me in your loving embrace, where I truly belong. And loving you this much isn't a bad thing, right? It was fun putting a facade of a kind, mysterious maid who loves to draw beautiful things. Little did you know, the perfect art I'm chasing is you. I also know that this perfect persona of mine made you fall in love with me. But falling in love with your personal maid is something unprofessional for you as my boss. I know that you try your best not to show any romantic interest towards me. It's so cute. You still let me draw you though, which to me is considered very romantic. I've always been drawing you, but never this up close. I still feel terrible drugging you out of your will though, but I want this dream of mine to come true. Just once. Just this once. I want to have you all to myself in my bedroom. You on my bed, where it feels more intimate. So, thank you for trusting me so much up until this point. Thank you for letting me cook for you, do your laundry, take care of you, and be a part of your life. I'm not planning to harm you after tonight. You waking up later is part of my plan too, but what you will do to me is something I cannot predict. Will you run away? Will you report me to the police? You wouldn't do that to me though, right, sweetheart? This is how I'm showing my devoted love for you. You wouldn't just throw it all away, would you? No, or maybe I could just lock you in here. Just kidding. do something like that. I'm finally finished with the drawing. I can't wait to laminate and hang it. I shouldn't keep this going. I'll become attached to keeping you captive, and I don't think I would be able to let you go. You can do whatever you want to me once you wake up. I don't mind, as long as you're happy, and that I could keep this moment as part of my memory until I die. Oh, darling. You look so peaceful. You look so precious. It's so hard to not kiss you. Well, sleep now, if you haven't already. I'll see you when you wake up in the morning. I love you. I love you so much. Please, remember it when you wake up. Remember my devotion for you.